In this video, I'm going to talk about the fundamental concept of controlling and gauging the distance. Basically, what controlling and gauging the distance means is you want to be the person who dictates how close and how far you are to your opponent and how close and how far your opponent is to you. If you can control this aspect, it's going to be very helpful for you in many aspects of your grappling. So one example without the gi on would be, what I like to do is, let's say Joe's inside my butterfly guard here, sitting guard, whatever. What I like to do is I like to push on the heads a lot, so in that way I can control his distance from coming inside. If he comes inside too much, he could possibly flatten me out. I don't want that to happen. So I like to control the head a lot. I also like to put my hand on the neck. Some tournaments may not allow you to do this, but I like to do this as well too. So I'll control the distance here. If we're playing with the gi on, I'll grab his collar and I'll control the distance this way too. I'll also control the distance by pushing my feet on his knees, and I'll also control the distance by pushing my feet on his hips as well. So those are ways that I'll control the distance. Now, gauging the distance means still being far enough to where you're safe at moments, but close enough to where you can attack. So if I'm too close to him in the same scenario, I can't really attack him very well. I can't go for lots of the same submissions that I want because I'm too close, and then he can also even start flattening me out and getting an advantage on me. I don't want that to happen. So I want to be able to gauge the distance so I can know what my proper attacking distance is. If I'm too far away, I can't attack him. If I'm too close, I can't attack him. So I just want to be close enough to where I can start working my different attacks, so on and so forth. This applies to many different things. Another example is if I'm playing, say I'm playing like spider guard, right? Here, I'm controlling him, controlling the distance. I'm keeping him far away from me. And with spider guard, I'm controlling and gauging the distance as well. Gauging the distance in this scenario would be bringing him over me. So now I'm able to gauge the distance here, control him at the same time, and then work sweeps as well. So you want to work on those different things. Excuse me. With spider guard, that situation I was controlling him, controlling the distance, because ideally I want him far enough away from me. But gauging the distance and knowing what is good for me. So here, back to this scenario again, I'm here like this, right? This isn't good distance. He's too far away from me to do a lot of things. Bringing him over me, now it's good distance. Now I can start working this particular sweep on him and getting more leverage. So that's an example of gauging the distance. Let's say I was here like this, inside his guard. If I'm too far away, I'm not going to do much. Let's say we're doing the bullfighter pass, right? So he has like I'll put my gi on here. He has, basic open guard grip on me like this. If I'm like this and I'm way far away, I'm too far to actually do a successful bullfight. If I'm so close like this, I'm too far to possibly do a successful bullfight. Here I have more opportunity to work and come around, but if I'm somewhere in the middle, here I can use this to stay close enough to get enough power to push his legs forward and then come around. So I'm gauging the distance so I understand what the proper range is for me to work a successful pass. So it's very important that you work on these things. I'll also, let's say he's coming inside here, I'll use hands on the head to gauge the distance, keep him from grabbing my legs and coming inside. So to control him, I'm controlling the distance now, keeping him from coming inside. Now I know I can touch him. As long as I can touch him with full palm on my hand, I know I'm in an okay attacking range. That's what I know for my passing game. If I can't even touch him, I'm too far. Nothing's going to happen. Here, now I can start stepping in and start working my passes from there. So I was able to gauge the proper distance. Same thing goes for even standing up and wrestling. So we're here like this, right? If I'm here like this and I can't touch him with my fingers, I'm too far away. If I can touch him with my fingers on his shoulder and his head, and I can do this stuff, see look, I can poke him here, I'm not too far away. Now I can attack him. So I can use posting on his head even from standing, posting on his shoulders, his hips from standing to control the distance. But at the same time, I'm also using that same type of posting to gauge the distance as well. So this particular concept in regards to being in control of how far you are away from your opponent is very helpful. You want to get used to this. It's not just about the attacks that you do and the movements that you do. It's about the ability and putting yourself in the proper situation to be able to do them. If I'm not close enough, or if I'm not in, if I'm not in the proper range to do the things that I learned, then it's not going to work well for me. So learn the proper distance, learn how to gauge the distance, and learn how to control your opponent. So in that way, you're not too far, they're not too far, and they're not too close at the same time. There's times where I might disengage and create a lot of space, but then I come back in. All right, my ideal range is whatever range I feel like I can successfully attack him, and it's going to vary for different people, different body types as well too. So for my training, I know what particular points I should post on him. What particular things I should be doing to where I know I'm in the proper distance to start attacking him, and that's something that you want to work on personally as well. So try it out. If you have any questions or comments, let me know.